Oh, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Oh, Jesus. No, it'll
Okay,
be
we've
funny,
got
I
the
reckon.
next. We see Barnes here up against Rappaport.
Oh, Rappaport, what a great player. Great fun, great friends of Mr. Delmenico.
Rappaport and Barnes. Hurd beats a tackle from Odell.
Oh,
Kicks it
Odell
over to-
kicks out under pressure from Cleese. Romanascus. Hurd again under pressure from Cleese. Kicks it out there towards Barnes. Beats Bogdanovic.
Thornbury Leslie.
In towards Lloyd. Spoiled by there. I think it was Hanson.
I think it was Trevor Hobbs, I think you'll find.
Was it? I thought it was Jim Hanson. Sorry. Was it Frank Oz? No.
James Gussner, I believe.
I think it might have been Rankin there. Number 37 was Rankin.
And David Scrutton's really
Here
had a
we have
great game
Odell.
today.
No,
He's had a great game. Hasn't had a touch, but he's been there ready, sitting on the bench to come on.
Leach looking at O'Darrell.
He's had
looking
many
at
oranges.
Bogdanovic. He's looking. Kicks
Looking for
towards
Cliff
O'Dell
Bird.
and Rankin.
Oh, Cliff Bird, what a great player he has been
Cleese
today.
flies with Rankin. Odell takes the ball away. Kicks long towards Cleese. Cleese marks on the centre wing position. Kicks back towards Rankin. Rankin spoiled by Wallace. Wallace, little soccer kick off the ground. Trouble here.
Chris Seidel
Here
comes in.
Rappaport all wrapped up there in the full-back pocket there.
Oh, and I think we've got a Dutch wink there.
There was a Dutch wink there.
Oh, look at another
Rappaport's
one.
Not happy.
And who did that?
I think that was Rappaport.
Neitz is jealous of Swartz on his dud rating so far.
Hardwick kicks towards Long. Long.
Oh, Long, he's got, look at how much room he's got to play with. Long, he'll take him on. Just puts it over to Barnes there.
Wellman it was, actually.
Wellman, yes, of course. And you have someone there. And, oh!
Going in
Oh!
Rappaport.
And the umpire's plucked out a free kick for Melbourne.
Yes, it looks like it could be Frank Oz.
I think it was Rappaport.
Definitely Frank Oz.
Out to Oz.
Oz
Rappaport
there, yes.
looking for McDowell. Finds McDowell. McDowell out towards Leach.
Of course, the reigning Brownlow medalist McDowell, who's played a particularly dud game himself.
I can't believe he ever won the Brownlow.
I heard there from McDowell.
It's a return to
Hopefully
the
not
Jared
going through
Healy
another-
days.
Another dud era. Has that era, has an era like that been reopened? Remember the champions of the last half a dozen years. R. Yoxel, Rowan Bat, Y. Yoxel,
And of course, Graham Bat.
and Graham Bat. Some of the great names who have won Brownlows in the last half dozen years.
And Bogdanovic, of course, came dreadfully close in last year's game.
runner-up in the 97 Brownlow.
We shouldn't forget
Bogdanovic.
the last 5 seasons, they've all been dominated by Yoxels, but they've all been out through reports. The great
tragic.
Yoxel family.
They are marred
and
by
they finally
reports.
had. They
Last
finally.
year, P. Yoxel, the year before that, R. Yoxel,
They-
the year
they
before
finally
that,
had
A.
a-
Yoxel, the year before that, Q. Yoxel,
The tragic thing
and
is,
of course the
David.
year before that, B. Yoxel.
The tragic thing is
All
this year
ineligible because of reports.
they
throughout
had
the
a
season.
chance to redeem themselves until L. Yoxel broke his leg in that tragic match after kicking 38 goals for
Let's go
Essendon.
up to quarter time.
Up to quarter. Oh, that's just tragic news.
It was tragic news for the whole Yoxel fraternity.
And we'll just cross to Hutto on the bench. He's got a report.
Lucas
Oh,
in,
Jesus, what a great match it's been, fellas. I mean,
finds
Oh,
Mercedes,
I can't believe it.
Mercedes
Back to
lines
you.
up. I think it's a goal. Yes, it's a goal. Great kick. Oh, sorry, it's a point.
We'll cross to Plugger just while we have a brief respite.
oh, what a great match it's been. I mean, really. Oh, sorry, this is Plugger. No, it isn't. Who's this? Oh, fuck yes.
Here we have Farrell kicking in. Finds Odell. Odell off to Bogdanovic. Back to McDowell. McDowell finds Cloughliff. Cloughliff.
Oh, what a
kicks
great
towards
game by
Stinkston.
Cloughliff.
Stinkston back to Odell. Odell finds Lilac.
Stingston up to Casterton.
Lilac on to
Ivansburg,
Bogdanovic.
Bitsville.
Back to Lilac. Lilac finds Odell. A cut off. Who was it that cut off?
Ramanascus that cut it off.
Ramanascus.
Mark Johnson.
Mark Johnson.
Kicks it to Caracella.
Caracella
In the
plenty of
centre.
space. He's
Plenty
run
of space. Got
Bogdanovic
plenty of
ragged for
time.
this
Kicks
first
forward.
quarter.
Looks for James Hurd. The siren
Oh,
has blown.
it was a nice grab.
Oh.
there.
He'll just
And
boot it
snaps
through.
it in
Oh, there's
lackadaisical,
Kevin
easy
Sheedy.
to
Let's
like.
go to Kevin
The
right
mad
now.
hard bastard, Kevin Sheedy.
Oh, I tell you what, it's been a great performance by the boys, and I'm really looking forward to this quarter-time address. Thank you very much.
And we'll now cross to Anthony Danaher.
Yeah, it's great to see my brother out there, I mean, and that. And he really has been putting in a great performance. Back to you fellas for the ad.
McDonovich. Bombers are 17 zip after leading at quarter time, Tony.
Well, it's not that surprising. They've barely lost a match.
One, in fact.
So you'd expect that they would be 17 zip when leading at quarter time. I mean, that's probably every time they have been leading at quarter time they've won, considering they only lost one match.
Considering that their rate there was 17 zip after leading at quarter time, they've probably won them all.
Yeah.
Well, what did...
No, that's probably every match where they've been
I
leading
think
at
they've got
quarter
to
time.
G it up a bit more.
Yeah. But there may have been some where they were leading at quarter time and didn't win.
Well, there might have been one, but that would have been all. Considering they only lost one match.
That's a good point, Tony.
Which is the point I was making.
Yes, and Bobby Skelton in the crowd. He's enjoying it.
In other words, you could pick out any number of statistics about
And,
Essendon winning matches because they've won.
Spud Frawley's bored out of his clackers in the stands.
He's really disappointed Richmond or St Kilda even in the match.
And what
or
did we all
Collingwood.
think of Neil Danaher's half-time address there?
I thought it was alright.
I thought it was good for a quarter time address.
You didn't think the nailing the dicks to the plank was a bit much?
No, I thought it was just right on key. I think Melbourne need to do something and get themselves up. I mean, Bogdanovic does that sort of thing all the time, and Donovich does it all the time, and so does McDowell and McDowry. And
Well, I thought Odell looked a little bit upset about nailing the dick to the plank.
He was.
There roughing up Romanescus.
yes, he certainly was upset.
Well, nothing fires it. I remember when we had
Back at Burwood seconds.
Oh, I'm talking about my Warrigal Bastard days, back when we had Jeff Geesham. Now, the things he used to make us do, he made us grate our knackers into an orange bowl, and then we had to eat.
You had to eat after that. Bogdanovic up to Barnes. Taken out by Mercedes.
That is terrible having to eat after that.
Odell
That
runs
would have
over
been a
the ball,
disgusting thing in
catch
your
up.
mind.
Finds Romanescus. He's like a cat.
Like a...
Odell.
Well, just getting back to that, you
Finds
think a kiddie
McDowell.
twang's bad. You try
McDowell
grating your
kicks
knackers into
towards
an orange
Rowage.
bowl.
And then
Well, it's
eating.
Fletcher.
Then
Oh,
having
he
to
dropped
eat
what
it.
he should have
Well,
taken. Odell.
It's more of a puree. You sort of have to, you could drink it through a straw.
Well spoiled
I think it's enough of the Warrigal Baskets days.
But I think most of the boys probably went sterile after a knacker greatoration.
Oh, it's the price you pay great medium level
Well, we did win the
football for the
premiership by
Warrigal
500
Baskets.
points, so who said pain doesn't fucking work?
I think it was Oscar Wilde.
I believe so too.
We have the ball in. Bogdanovic versus Wallace. Bogdanovic off
Oh,
the ground.
that's a fresh
No,
area. Was that a
McDowell.
fresh area by Swartz?
Odell.
I think it takes him up to 20.
I think Odell put that out in the full. He
20
did.
duds. And Jeff Farmer is not far behind in the dud count.
I think that was Odell. Yes, it was Odell.
It certainly
Oh, it
was.
certainly was.
And those commentators just listed up on screen are, of course, absolute nonsense. I just thought everyone would like to
They've
know
got
that.
the name fixture wrong. We are, in fact, Don Watts, Tony Trabbit, and David Shortbush.
Alessio contesting there with Fraser. Fraser tries to find Odell. Over the head of Bogdanovic.